We want to understand that in increasing our awareness, I should also increase my strength. And so one very good exercise is to take kettlebells, or barbells work as well, but what's nice about a kettlebell is because you have these handles on top and the circular base, I can begin looking at rotating, just like we did with the Pilates ball. The difference now is that the leverage provided inherent in the kettlebell and the weight are such that when I begin to move, there's more strain on the wrist. So it becomes more instructional. Again, if it's too much, we go back to the Pilates ball, but we should evolve to the level where I can feel that toggle, that flick, and I control it. I start to understand balance. I start to understand center of mass. These are only roughly 16, 18 pound kettlebells. They're very light. But when I start to move, especially with both at the same time, I gain an awareness of my body that's quite different from just being on a comfortable, light Pilates ball. And so I can begin to very safely explore, putting weight out, but again, requiring a very focused amount of contraction. Here, every part of my hand wants to just flip down to the ground and hurt the fingers. So I have to really control the body to understand how I can maintain structure. And there's nothing wrong with pushing yourself to complete failure. I like to max it and to push my limits. So as I do this, you'll notice there's a huge study intuitively, like counterbalance in the body. So I start to play just with these kettlebells as levers, as gears. And then I can return. After I've sort of become gassed and exhausted, I'll go to a lighter phase. There's still load, there's still exploration, but I'm really exploring how my wrist can rotate. And this is far more instructional than simply performing, again, fixed ranges of motion, because now my arm, all of the connectivity of my arm is becoming educated. I can similarly grasp the kettlebell, palming the ball in this manner, and then from there I can do similar work. Now here there's less leverage, so it's a little easier to control, but with a smaller kettlebell what we need to be careful about is that I don't roll over and I crush my fingers, and this can happen. The larger the bell, the sort of more time you have to react, but the greater the leverage because you have a longer, higher structure. I just want to make sure I'm always respecting my limits. So if I'm simply sitting here, pushing, lifting, exploring, there is value in that. I want to make it safe, I want to make it comfortable, and I never want to have any sharp, sudden pains in my hand. It's really about educating the wrist. When I come out of there, I should feel that movements of the wrist now give me new awareness into my forearm, into my shoulders. And then over time, I can evolve different positions where I'm basically lifting myself up, feeling it into the shoulders. Right, so I'm putting more weight towards the shoulders. So as I move now, I can explore how the shoulders rotate, how the trapeziuses get stretched, and these become quite vigorous. If you do this for a certain amount of time, especially with a smaller handle kettlebell like this, you'll start to feel more pain inside the thumb web and the grip. So it can be good to counterbalance and mix it up with palming the ball as well.